Good morning, students. Today we will start with our third chapter, which is editing text in Word 2013. In previous classes, you have learned about using Word 2013. Now we will learn about editing our document in Word. So let us start with it. Before we get deeper into the details, first we quickly recall the steps for these basic functions of MS Word. To start Word, click on the Start button or Programs, Microsoft Office 2013, Word 2013. To create a new document, click on the File tab, click on New option in the left pane and choose Blank Document in the right pane. To save a document, click on the File tab, click on Save As in the File menu. Select Computer in the center pane. Then select Browser. In the Save As dialog box, select the location, type the name of the file and click on Save button. To open an exiting document, click on the File tab, click on Open option, select Computer and then click on Browser. In Open dialog box, select the folder where you had saved the file. Select the file, click on Open. To close a document, click on File tab, click on Close. Now let us also quickly revise the components of MS Word 2013 window. Quick Access Toolbar contains commands which are used frequently like save, undo and repeat. Title bar contains name of the document and program name. Dialog box launcher used to display the additional commands related to a group. Ribbon consists of different tabs and each tab is divided into groups. Vertical and horizontal scroll bar, they are used to move the page left and right. Vertical and horizontal ruler, they are used to set the left and right margins. View buttons, zooms right, used to zoom in and out. Status bar, it shows the current page number and total number of pages. File tab contains options for opening, closing, saving, printing, etc. Document window is the area where we can type. It also has a blinking cursor. Now let us learn about editing a document. Once you have created document, you must save it after typing the text you want. You can open the saved document later and make any change you want in it. Making changes in an already exiting document is called as editing. Editing could be to add some new text, to remove some unwanted text, or to make some other corrections in the document. Let us first run to select text. In order to edit document, you must learn to select text for the purpose of editing. You can select text using a mouse or a keyboard. The selected text appears highlighted. The process of selecting text using a mouse is: Step 1. Place the cursor to the left of the first character you want to select. Step 2. Press and hold the left button of the mouse and drag the mouse till the last character. Step 3. Release the mouse button. You can also use the following ways to select text. To select a word, double click the word. To select a sentence, press and hold the Control key and click anywhere in the sentence. To select a paragraph, triple click anywhere in the paragraph. To select the entire text, move the pointer to the left side of the document till it changes to an arrow and then triple click. In order to select text using a keyboard, follow the given steps. Place the cursor to the left or right of the first character you want to select and use the key combinations given in the table below. Shift plus right arrow one character to the right. Shift plus left arrow one character to the left. Shift plus up arrow one line up. Shift plus down arrow one line down. Shift plus home from current position till the beginning of current line. Shift plus end from current position till the end of current line. Shift plus control plus home from current position till the beginning of the document. Shift plus control plus end from current position till the end of the document. Control plus A, entire text. Now let us learn how to insert text while editing. There are two ways of inserting text in between the exiting text are: first, over type mode; second, insert mode. In case of over type mode, the mode replaces the old text with the new text as you type. Over type mode is also called override mode. In case of insert mode, the mode does not replace the old text with the new text. It shifts the old text towards the right as you type. By default, Word 2013 is in insert mode and overtype mode has been disabled. To enable the overtype mode, follow steps below. Click on the File tab, select Options. Click on Advanced option in the Word option window. In the Editing options, check the box for Use Overtype mode. Click on OK. You will find overtype written in the status bar. You can now switch between the insert and overtype mode by just clicking on the word insert or overtype in the status bar. It acts like a toggle switch. You can see the difference below. When Word is insert mode, the text is being pushed to the right as we type. To add text in the document, step 1. Place the cursor at the point you want to type. Step 2. Click the Insert or Overtype button on the status bar to choose Insert mode. And last, type the new text. The exiting text shifts to right. Now let us learn how to insert a blank line. Place the cursor at the end of the line after which you want a blank line. Press the enter key. The text gets shifted down and a blank line is inserted. Now we will learn about deleting text. If you want to delete a character, then place the cursor to the right of the character to delete and press the backspace key, or place the cursor to the left of the character to delete and press the delete key. If you want to delete a word, then place the cursor to the right of the character to delete and press the Ctrl plus backspace key, or place the cursor to the left of the character to delete and press the Ctrl plus delete key. If you want to delete a block of text, then select the text to be deleted and press the backspace key or delete key. Now we will learn about copying text. Copying text means placing it at another location without removing it from its original location. Copy and paste commands are used to copy text. The various steps to copy are as follows. Step 1. Select the text. Step 2. Click the Home tab on the ribbon. Step 3. Click Copy from the clipboard group. Step 4. Place the cursor at a location where you want to paste the text. Step 5. Click Paste from the clipboard group. Now we will learn about moving text. Moving text means removing it from its original location and placing it at another location. Cut and paste commands are used to move text. That means using cut and paste commands we can move text to different locations. The various steps of moving text are as follows. Step 1. Select the text. Step 2. Click the Home tab on the ribbon. Step 3. Click Cut from the clipboard group. Step 4. Place the cursor at a location where you want to paste the text. Step 5. Click Paste from the clipboard group. Now last but not least is undo and redo commands. The undo is used to reverse the last action. Click the undo command present on the quick access toolbar to reverse the last action. The redo command is used to reverse the action of undo command. It is also called the repeat command. It becomes activated only when you use the undo command once. Click the repeat command in the quick access toolbar to reverse the action of the undo command. That means we can use undo and redo commands hand in hand. So students, with this we have completed our third chapter. Exercises and question and answers of this chapter will be provided to you. Write the question and answers in your notebook and do the exercises in your textbook itself. So study well. Thank you.